And here we are. We got Alec in the house. All right,
What's up, guys?
Tonight we're going to do something a little different because of the Moon Knight premiere. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Which so Amy is the new John. Amy has actually watched it. I have not.
I haven't either.
I can't. I'm just trying to get like
the new and improved John. She is a lady. Give her the credit she deserves.
No, we won't spoil anything.
What?
No, we're so excited about it. That's why we have all
Moon Knight stuff, or a lot of it anyway.
A lot, yes, a lot of it. Not all of it's Moon Knight, but a lot of it's Moon Knight.
So so Amy is here to give us her opinion without any spoilers. I can barely get the one pant leg on, and the other one on without falling down in the morning, let alone watch anything and really enjoy it. Preston, what's going on, buddy? So if you have watched it, that's great. Let us know your thoughts. Liked it, didn't like it. No spoilers, because I'm gonna guess the vast majority of people on here tonight have not seen it yet.
Alec, what about you? Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not even sure he's seen Book of Boba Fett yet. Have you?
No, I definitely haven't seen that. I thought you were gonna say Hawkeye. I haven't seen that yet either.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but now you've ratted yourself out. So.
Moon Knight, I will watch tonight though. That I will.
All right,
absolutely.
I set the payments before show. All right, Adrian, we'll look it over. We'll make sure your stuff gets out soon.
Hey, Adrian, Marcus, Triple B, what's going on, guys? All right, so we're doing a Moon Knight special night. So we're going to have a wide range of stuff, and it's all going to be more or less Moon Knight related. So we're going to start off with, which one? All right. So we're going to start off with Moon Knight #1, variant by John Romita Jr.
And we look for it.
Yeah, this one we've got.
Very nice.
Yeah, Marcus, I haven't seen Blade Runner 2049. Don't save yourself, Marcus.
You'll love it, Marcus. Trust me.
All right.
Yes.
So we have one available for $10 tonight. And this one, hey, John Spilios, what's going on? Lars Man in the house. What's going on, guys? So what's interesting about this particular one is we also have the original art for this cover.
Yeah, the original art right here. Again, original art by John Romita Jr. That's a huge deal.
And we also have the virgin version of this cover as well, which I believe was an incentive. But hold on, let me see if I can find it. One out of 200 incentive. All right, so 200 copies to get one. So that is available tonight as well. So here we go. So Alec, what's been going on, bro?
Nothing. Been busy. House stuff. Other stuff.
How was New Comic Book Day for you?
That was good. I think I forgot about an issue, maybe a couple issues. I don't know, but I'd say overall it's a pretty solid week. Hulk is still letting me down though. Sadly, I'm only going to give it like another issue or two.
So Adrian wants to know, Alec, how many people were able to get Batman Beyond the White Knight #1 before the news dropped?
I'm going to be honest. I had honestly a really busy day, and I don't know what news happened.
Yeah, me neither.
I actually don't remember seeing it at the shop this morning either. That was one I was interested in, but I don't remember seeing it. So I think they sold out.
Interesting. I wonder what news. So, all right, I'll tell you what.
Batman Beyond the White Knight features the return of a character who's been away for a while. Let's just leave it at that, so don't spoil it for anybody who got in their pull list and hasn't read it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, I am more interested in what Marcus said, though. What are new titles with the bad paper? I'll tell you what, that Miles Morales issue today, that quality literally felt like it was going to fall apart in my hand. It was terrible.
That's not good.
We had that conversation with Robbie on Monday and on Friday on his show. So obviously this is an ongoing problem.
I don't know if you can tell on like screen because I have it here. Like I'm telling you, this literally feels like tissue paper. I don't know. It's junk. It's actually like I don't know how to describe it. It really is just horrible quality.
Well, that's not good news.
I mean, even like look at that. Hold on, it completely.
Yeah,
flops.
Robbie gave that example as well.
Really?
Yeah, and we really got into a little bit of detail, but
Yeah.
I definitely want to cover that later in the show because we covered it on Monday. But first, I want to get I don't know how many people have actually watched Moon Knight. I like to know in the chat. All right, but
yeah, just say yes or no.
Yeah, yes or no. Amy, however, viewed it before coming into the office. She's not quite John. She's not quite John, but she's getting close. So
I don't need to get up at the crack of dawn to watch something.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's retired too, so he doesn't actually have to go in anywhere. And perpetually on vacation. He's somewhere in North Carolina on a huge plantation. This is what I got. Ron's a no. All right, Amy, hit us with your impressions.
I mean, every Marvel series so far has a great first episode, in my opinion. Like, it gets you excited. You want to see more. Nice introduction to the characters. And what's special about Moon Knight, because again, like, this is brand new character in the MCU. All the other ones we've met before, so this is really interesting. So far, thumbs up. I want to see the whole season before I give it an official serious judging. But I'm looking forward to what's coming.
So knowing we're going to have all this Moon Knight stuff on, knowing that I was not going to be able to watch before I had to come to work, I started reading up on the reviews, and I have to admit that every single reviewer has given the same non-committal answer that Amy's given. It's amazing. It's just people are saying it's off to a good start. It's this, it's that, but nobody's willing to commit to say, "Oh my gosh, that was great." I can't believe it. I mean, I'm interested to see. I'm interested after the show to go home and watch it and see.
JD watched it twice already. Nice.
JD's watched it twice already. My good. All right. So obviously JD liked it. Either that or he was sleeping the first time. I'm not sure.
Some series, like once they're all done, I'll binge watch it all again, all in a row.
Right. Just
so
to catch stuff that you've missed. All right.
So I'll see if I can do it with Moon Knight. And once it's done, I'll try to watch them all back to back.
All right.
Now I actually heard a lot of the same things. Like the people who are kind of on like in the same boat as you, like I'm not willing to give like a real like full answer on how I felt. It's because the people I talked to, they said they weren't sure about it because they didn't really think it was all that good of an episode, but they didn't think it was bad either. But it was that type of response, like, well, we're gonna wait and see. I have high hopes.
I still liked what I saw so far. I still like it. So
my friends didn't. I'm like 0 for 3. I think I had 3 friends that saw it, and they were like, I don't know. I don't think it was that good. And I don't know. It kind of put me in like I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, so JD is a huge Moon Knight fan, so that's why he wanted to catch more details. All right, so let's move to another book, Moon Knight #1, 1 in 50 variant by Elizabeth Tork. It actually had a suggested retail of $200. We have one available tonight for $175. So
a lot of crazy prices tonight, guys. Just warning.
yeah. But it's going to be neat Moon Knight stuff. So if you're a buyer, awesome. If you're not, you're going to see some great stuff. Do us a favor if you can. Remember to hit thumbs up and subscribe if you will. Also, make sure to check out AR's channel, AR Comics, as well on YouTube. So,
and for all the fans out there, real quick, we'll try and be as clear as possible. Some people don't know everything about the incentive covers, so we're going to start off with the $10 covers. We only have one of each, and then we'll explain what the incentive covers are. I just want to make sure for the people that don't know how the incentive work that we make it available for
Nick,
them.
why don't you explain it
and hit
here?
that thumbs up, everybody.
Yeah, but no, why don't you explain why you're here real quick?
I'm here to just interrupt the show, say hi to Alec.
What's up, Nick?
I'm here to screw it up for everybody.
You want to only talk about the art? We'll do it together.
Like nobody's ever seen you walk onto the show before. Come on, it happened last Monday.
Let's show the $10 books first. Let's do the $10 books. Then we'll do the incentives one at a time. Then I'll come in. We'll build towards me. This way, I won't scare everybody off too early. I'll wait to scare everybody off.
There we go. All right. So then we had Moon Knight.
Sounds good.
We had Moon Knight #1.
But just as a hint, just real quick, first appearance of Moon Knight original art.
Damn.
Excited?
Should I get to the $10 book now?
I sure am.
All right. So Moon Knight #1, Scotty Young variant. This one's a very cool cover. We got one available for $10.
I think
Scotty Young's definitely grown on me. In the beginning, I didn't really like Moon Knight not Moon Knight. I didn't really like Scotty Young covers, but I don't know. Over the last few years, it's like now I kind of aim to get them.
It's a different twist. I mean, he definitely has, his own following and when he does variant covers, that's for sure. But what's interesting is, though, I hear that obviously the origins of Moon Knight is very different than obviously in the comics. And I guess maybe that's kind of why they chose Moon Knight, because it gives them a lot of freedom. And everything is a master plan. Everything is working, into the MCU. The whole Doctor Strange movie is to open up the door for them to be able to do that. So Ron's claiming Scotty Young. Gotcha, Ron.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. Adrian, I feel like eating spam.
Let me turn it around so people won't get confused.
I do too. I actually ate lunch a little too early today, so that's not good.
I actually just ate before the stream. I saw Adrian's comment. I was like, yes, I did learn my lesson, actually.
And there's no John here, so there's definitely going to be less food talk.
I saw that too.
Spam.
I saw his Instagram posts, and I thought the one time I literally ate before the stream, he's not even going to be there.
He's not here, but I will tell you, still resist looking at his posts, man. I mean,
I saw
food.
him.
I don't even care. Right after I eat lunch, I look at one of his posts. I feel like I want to eat again.
I was gonna say he posted something today, I think, where I was like, "Oh my god, that looks delicious." Let's see if
right.
The man knows how to stage
food. The man definitely knows how to stage food. All right, so let's do another $10 Moon Knight. All right, so we have Moon Knight #1, Gabrielle Delato variant, and we have one available for $10. And the one by John Romita Jr. Is also still available for $10.
Oh, it's a nice cover.
So I'm excited, about getting home and watching Moon Knight. What running time's about? What, 45 minutes?
Yeah, 45 minutes, not super long.
Not super long. Okay. All right. So I'm hoping I like it, and I'm hoping they loop everybody in. But I did hear John Spilios. Got you, buddy. I got you down.
I think it's going to be really good.
It's a psychological thriller. That's what you said. All right.
I had the mindset that I'm going into this thinking that this is going to be one of Marvel's better TV shows. And I've liked all of them that I've seen so far, but I don't know. There's just something about this one that I just like. I'm really hoping it's good.
I think it will be. I mean, well, I think it depends. I think those that read the comics might get turned off, although Stevie B doesn't seem to be. I think it was Stevie B.
I think it was too.
Yeah. He watched it twice, so maybe the change of origins, change of direction a little bit didn't turn him off as a fan.
I actually, I don't think it was you, but a lot of the chat from one of our streams. I bought the Omni and I remember showing it off like, oh yeah, I'm excited to crack this open. Like I want to read this before the show. And everyone was like, don't do it. Just don't do it to yourself, because then you're going to have this mindset and you're going to have this like thought process of this is what Moon Knight should have been. And you're going to critique the show. So instead I'm going into it with just pretty much a blank mind. Yep.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to start perpetrating a new fan theory right here, right now.
Okay.
We're going to get to the end of the show and they're going to reveal that Poe Dameron from Star Wars is just another personality of Moon Knight.
That'd be interesting.
And then they'll retcon it all in Multiverse of Madness. They'll give it to me for like 3 weeks and be done.
All right.
I can't even imagine what Marvel and just Disney fans, Star Wars fans would do if they just popped into Multiverse of Madness and it's like that Spider-Man meme where they're just pointing at each other, but it's literally Poe and, well, now Moon Knight. I don't know. It'd be stupid, but it'd be funny at the same time.
Now
we already got the live action version of that meme now. So
now we're all screenplay writers.
Yeah.
Adrian says, as long as I have the X-Wing, I'm good. All right, so we're going to do our last $10 book, and it is a variant, actually. So it is Moon Knight #1, Gerardo Zaffino variant, and we have one available for $10. And then we'll get to the incentive variants, and we'll talk about those. And let me see here. And you know what? I think, all right, we'll leave that up for a couple seconds, but next up, we'll do the best offer statue as well. And then we have a CCA as well. That is best offer. So we want to get the best offers out of the way, give everybody enough time to get their offers in. If this is your first time watching and you haven't put a claim up, the way it works is you throw the claim up in the chats. We have two types of claims. A buy it now, we'll give you a price, and the first person to claim it in the chat walks away with it. Or we have best offer at the end of the night. and you put a claim in, and the person with the high will give you a starting price. Put a claim in, and the person with the highest claim at $7.55 right before the end of the show is the winner, and they will walk away with it. And throughout the show, Kyle will throw up a link that is a submission form, especially if this is your first time winning a claim with us. Very important to fill that out. It allows us to match up your screen name with your real name, and most importantly, the ship to address, so we know where to ship your comic. So Adrian is stressing. And let's see, Stevie B. Sorry, Adrian, it was from my income tax breakdown on Monday. All right, so next up, let's do the best statue. Best offer statue of the night. Joseph Michael Linsner's Dawn Costume Variant Edition. Suggested retail of $299.99. And we have one available. Best offer starting at $75. So what else are you looking for? All right. So yeah, we were talking about the bad paper. We've been talking about that since Robbie's show on Friday, and it bled into Monday. A lot of opinions whether it was an attempt to keep pushing the paper quality and what could be behind it. All right, Preston, gotcha, buddy. But obviously, you and your LCS are not happy with what you received. Clearly,
Well, that's the only book from Marvel that I noticed. Because I
Really?
helped them go through the books, and even the other Marvel books that I got today, none of them are on that paper. It's only the Miles Morales one.
Interesting. I think Robbie had a far greater number of titles that ended up that way. Could it be that your LCS just doesn't order those?
I mean, they get everything for the most part. They get all Marvel, they get all DC, they get pretty much every variant for every book as well.
Interesting, because Robbie thought it was on titles that didn't, lesser titles, ones that didn't do as well.
I wouldn't be surprised, but the only one that I have an issue with is the Miles Morales. And to me, I don't know, I just feel like that's a title that wouldn't be on that type of quality paper. It's issue 36 deep. So it's clearly got popularity.
I wonder if it's not got to do with slotting in print runs, right? Like if you're having to use multiple printers to get your print run done because of paper supply,
right?
That one printer might just have a lower, it's a couple of pounds lighter than what other printers are using. And is it really that noticeable when you're thinking about it intellectually, and then it gets printed and it's like, oh, this is not good.
Well, John Spillio says Silk number 3 also had bad paper. Adrian says if he could show you his Maestro, you would cry. So obviously it's pretty pervasive. I mean, whether it's as Kyle suggested, a change of or having to use multiple printers in order to get the work done, or it's been mentioned or alluded to the supply chain crisis, obviously affecting paper. There have also been suggestions that they're trying to see where the threshold is. I had a theory that when you're a company the size of Marvel, it's going to be impossible with indie publishers. It's possible to hire staff that has some connection to comics, whether it be a current reader, a former reader, whatever the case may be. They've always had some sort of connection. With larger corporation like Marvel, it's much harder to do because you're hiring so many people, say in your accounting department. And they don't understand why people buy comics. And the bad paper kind of, it's that intangible that affects comic fans and readers, but may not affect, it's something an accountant who has no interest in comics would ever really understand. So he looks at, a balance sheet and says, if we use this much cheaper paper, we could save X millions of dollars a year. And it kind of makes its way through that way. I don't know. I mean, they say they're going to make sure it doesn't happen again with the really poor quality paper. So I guess time will tell.
I'll tell you what though, if they continue to keep putting books out with that quality, I won't keep buying it. I don't care if my channel revolves around it. I won't buy the Marvel titles that have that type of quality because it's truly a waste of money. Like JD Barry said, Hulk Grand Design was excellent quality today. I just finished filming the video a little, like maybe an hour ago. Right. I talked about how high quality that book was. I mean, I wasn't a fan of the issue itself, but holy hell, it's like between the cover and the pages, it was worth the $5.99 price tag, and it felt really nice in your hands, and they went above and beyond on that book. So it's a shame you've got this one that will literally fall apart in your hands, and then you've got another book that feels like, you know, you're getting your money's worth.
All right, insane comic conspiracy theory number 2 from Kyle.
I like them.
Take these really thin paper quality books, put them in a bag and board, and put them away, because in 60 years they'll be the 35-cent variants of this day.
That actually is probably
they're going to get destroyed, and people will want them because they shouldn't have survived.
Yeah, the high quality, you know, any that can manage to the highest quality ones out of this poor paper run will be very difficult to get in the future, and obviously, you know, there'll be a huge kind of gap in the pricing. You know, if you were a spec guy, I last show, on Monday's show, Alec, I brought up the Wayne Gretzky rookie card that was printed by O-Pee-Chee and Topps, and the difference between a center 10 and a 9 is like almost tens of thousands of dollars. And the reason for it was when they cut it, somebody just didn't put it in the cutting machine or didn't make sure that the sheets were tight or mismeasured it, whatever. So tons of them were produced and were cut off center. So it's impossible to find one. So Stevie B says, I noticed our brand of toilet paper has vastly improved and correlation to the Marvel quality trending downward. Let's hope those two never meet. Okay. That's what I'm going to say. All right. You know what? We have a best offer CCA tonight. Why can I not find it?
Yeah, it's on the back.
It's on the back. Okay. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. New Avengers #1, Vision Iron Man Black Panther edition, limited artist proof cover art by Adam Cleveland. Suggested retail $99.99. Best offer book starting at $30.
And that looks like it's a 5 out of 5 too. So that's
yes,
really
it
cool.
is. Well, it's a 5 out of 5 AP. So and he signed it as well. You can see the ATC underneath there. So he's got all 3 of them in there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that was best offer starting at 30. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So
I like FC's comment as well. I keep buying them as long as they come with a code for the digital copy, better than buying digitally. The one weird thing that Marvel was doing for a little while was it's not every issue either. They're not putting a digital code in there, and you can just redeem like a code that's, I guess, in the book.
Right.
And then all of a sudden we're getting more comics, and they're going like back and forth week after week. Like some have a code, some don't have a code. So I think going forward, I mean, depending on if some of these books actually become like a big key, that could be something that people might run into. Like, oh yeah, that book, it didn't come with a code when it initially got released, but maybe it did.
Right,
so
right.
People could run into some issues.
Well, that's a conspiracy theory about the paper. Not a Kyle conspiracy theory, but another one was that it was a massive push to push everybody to digital comics.
Oh, I won't go that far.
Yeah, I've heard all kinds of theories, dude. They come out of the tinfoil hats come out of the woodwork when something like this happens. I just enjoy, reading them and hearing about them and see, Marcus Y, 2-ply comics, dual purpose. Stevie B, 30 on the New Avengers. You got it, buddy. So now, if you really don't like the storyline, you can turn your comic into toilet paper. Is that what we're saying here?
Weird.
It's just as soft.
Stevie B, gotcha, buddy. Thanks for starting that off for us.
I was part of a conversation with a publisher from a really small independent publisher not that long ago, where he was talking about investing in and investigating other types of paper that aren't traditional pulp paper. So he had looked at hemp paper and other things that, maybe could be manufactured and produced quicker than the kind of paper we traditionally print comics on. And there was not a short conversation about, I wonder if we could print comics on the same stock they print toilet paper on. And so that day I went out and I may or may not have filed for the trademark and bought a URL for 2-ply comics.
I
don't know what I'll do with it, but I bought it.
You got it.
I will say that you may get locked into legal battle with Marvel now. What is Dwayne DePayne says? What is that book next to the Moon Knight?
Which Moon Knight?
He's kidding. Very well said, Dwayne's a pain. All right, so let's do. Oh, you know what? We have the number 2s. I lied. So we still do have some $10 Moon Knights. Moonlight number 2, Momoko variant. We have one available for $10.
We're all waiting for Invaded Breath for it to
appear. Kyle, I think Dwayne's a pain was kidding.
Yeah, but it's also technically Nightwing.
Oh yeah, I guess so, right? Technically, they're all next to Nightwing. And
All
then
right,
we
Moon Knight
have
number 2. Which variant?
Momoko.
We have entirely too many Moon Knight things.
I know.
Give me a second. I can't find it.
Well, if you find the McNiven one, you can throw that one up. They're the only Moon Knight number 2s. And both of them are $10. So we have one of each for $10.
Okay, that's McNiven.
All right, so that's McNiven. So that's available for $10 tonight. Moon Knight number 2. Where's all the Morbius? Got pushed out by Moon Knight.
Oh, poor Morbius. I don't know. I had no faith in it.
Wait, what did you say, Alec?
I didn't have faith in it. My expectations are like 0.
Well, that's not a resounding endorsement. Adrian says we need variety.
I
promise on Monday we'll have variety, my friend.
I still don't think Morbius is ever going to come out.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think they're going to retcon it before it comes out, so they can just be like, "Well, it was all just viral marketing."
Wait, who bought the rights to it?
I think
Do we
Sony,
know?
right? Is that what you mean?
Sony movie.
Yeah, Sony.
Okay, all right. So I don't know anymore.
And Venom wasn't good. That's my opinion, but I didn't think Venom was good or Venom.
I
2.
honestly have not watched it yet. Amy,
Venom,
I know
no.
you've watched it. No,
No, not yet. Like I watch a lot of stuff.
You do watch a lot of stuff.
Some things just slip through the cracks.
I'm just shocked. Usually you're right on top of it, man. You're one of the first people.
I feel like that one didn't slip through the cracks. You just opted to not watch it.
Could be. Or you know what? She tries to watch them all, but you got to prioritize. And I guess that one kept falling further down the list. All right. So
I don't blame you on that.
It's 6:28, so we got to go to our first break. Stay with us. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome, everybody. It's Fat Jack's Comic Crib. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out.
There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I am your host, Henry Kumpa. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mishmash.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in the minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Space Cadet.
Hey!
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody! Welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectables.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box? What's in the Box?
Comic culture and sales.
All right, and we're back. We're here with Alec, and Amy's hanging out.
What's up?
Because she is our resident only person that's actually seen Moon Knight. So, and obviously we're Moon Knight heavy tonight. Stick around because we do have some original pieces of art just because Moon Knight premiered tonight or today. So we want to bring it out. And it is, let's see, it is Moon Knight #1, the John Romita Jr. Original art cover. And let's see, what was the other one? Where's it? Werewolf
guys.
And Werewolf by Night, number 33, page 2, first appearance of Moon Knight.
I gotta say, like, the more I look at it and you just see the detail that goes into it. Again, this is just pencil. It just blows my mind, like how like some stuff has to be like more spaced out, or hey, maybe even erased out to like mimic to show the rain. So when you actually look at the art piece, you see how it makes it look like raining when it's really just, you know, missing pencil.
So, all right. So Josh went in the house. What's going on, Josh? Thanks for joining us tonight. So the next one up is a Moon Knight, but it's best offer. Moon Knight #1, 1 in 25 variant by Kyle Hawes. All right. So the incentive variants, basically you get the retailer has to purchase a certain amount to get a book. So when we give you the ratio of 1 to 25, for every 25 books ordered, you get the one variant. So the ratio can change anywhere from 1 to 25 to 1 to 200 based on how the publisher does it. So we've got a bunch. We got we already did the Moon Knight #1, 1 of 50 variant by Elizabeth Tork. So you had to order 50. Retailers had to order 50 of the regular covers to get one of the variants. And if you have watched Moon Knight already, as it was released, at 12 a.m. West Pacific time and 3 a.m. Eastern time, and some people have, like Amy, and I'm pretty sure John woke up at because North Carolina's East Coast time, so he probably woke up at like 2:55, 2:45, because he's very particular about his coffee, and probably watched the first episode of Moon Knight, since he was doing that with just about everything else, right? When Hawkeye was on, he was, so. But other than that, I think who was it that said they watched it? JD Barry?
JD said he watched it twice.
JD's watched it twice. So if you've seen it, no spoilers. Most of us here this evening have not seen it. So, but we'd like to know your thoughts. You thought it was good, you thought it was bad, you were middle of the road. I'm optimistic. I think Alec is, right? You're optimistic.
Oh yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. But I haven't heard positive things besides, well, basically what you said, Amy.
Another thing I brought up with Rex, it's very heavily influenced, like psychological thriller-esque, because it's a lot of him, the main character, like wondering what the heck is going on, and he blacks out, and something new happened. So there's a mystery involved. And that's always interesting. I like
that.
What I think is part of the problem is, and you can sort of anticipate it because they already warned us that the origin lines were going to be very different from the comic, right? So your friends told you not to read the omnibus, and it's expected that you're going to have this reaction. Everybody else, I think, is the reviews I'm reading is very cautious in the sense that they're saying that it's a good start, it looks good, it's interesting, they like the character, but it's one episode, so everybody wants to see how it sort of pans out. But again, even the naysayers are going to watch. They are.
Oh yeah.
And then you have a certain segment of the Moon Knight fans out there, like JD Barry, who sees the origin difference but doesn't really bother him. So he's kind of watching it twice. So Adrian says, so the boss gets a call and the conversation ends and the customer leaves. So I approached the boss after his call and asked, hey, do you guys have Batman being on the White Knight cover A? He literally says, oh, no, we don't have them anymore. That guy just bought 2 stacks of them. They're going for a lot on eBay right now. I'm sorry to hear that, Adrian. That's a discussion we've had in the past. How an LCS should really react to that.
I mean, if I had an LCS, I would not let them buy like that. Like, I don't know, 2 copies. Assuming I was the owner of the LCS, I had a nice stack of new Comic Book Day books, I would let them get 2. 1 for you. You want to flip one, you want to hold on to one, whatever. Right. You can buy 2. 3, probably not. And then, I definitely wouldn't let them buy like a lot,
As a retailer, my policy was if you pre-ordered by FOC, you could order as many of any given cover as you wanted, but you had to pre-order by FOC.
Yep.
If you came in day of, you could get one per cover per day. So if
I
you
like
come
that.
in today, you could buy 1A, 1B, no problem, don't care. Then if you come back tomorrow, you can buy 1A, 1B, don't care. But most flippers are not going to come back multiple days in a row because that's just more effort than they're willing to put in. And so what it did is it stopped a lot of that, but then it left copies for my hardcore fans who are collectors. And at the same time, it let me know what to adapt to so I could pull some copies off the wall and put them on eBay myself.
At very minimum, they should wear a disguise the next time they come in.
You know, I thought about making a fake mustache rule. You got to at least put on some Groucho glasses or something, but
at least make an effort. You know what I'm saying?
That one game they play on Impractical Jokers where they keep coming around in a different costume every time, I pretend to be a different person. Something.
Yeah, exactly. We'd like to know there's some effort put into that. You know, you're not just coming in, and I don't mean like taking your jacket off kind of thing.
I do like that policy, though.
Yeah, actually, all seriousness, yeah, that is good policy. Lars, man, I just bought 3 on eBay at $5 a piece. Good job, Lars, man. So, all right. So, you know what? I think we should do a real quick recap.
Sure thing.
All right. So, I know it's not in this order, Kyle, but I'm going to read it off this way anyway. So, Moon Knight #1, variant by John Romita Jr. We have one available for $10 tonight. All right. And we're going to go to the Elizabeth Torque one next. Just to give Kyle a heads up. All right. So, Moon Knight #1, 1 out of 50 variant by Elizabeth Torque. Suggested retail of $200, and we have one available tonight for $175. So you have to get 50 copies as a retailer to get one of the variants.
It's a really good series too, the new Moon Knight one. I mean, I just got done saying I haven't read any of the old stuff. I haven't read the Lemire one. I forget who wrote the other volume, but I haven't read any of that. I read the newest stuff only, and definitely solid.
All right, so next we did Moon Knight #1, 1 out of 25, 1 in 25 variant by Kyle Holtz. And that was suggested retail of $100, and it is a best offer book starting at $20. And then we had another $10 Moon Knight #1, Gerardo Zaffino variant, and we have one available for $10. Then we had Moon Knight #2, the Momoko variant, and we have one available for $10.
Yeah.
And then we had Moon Knight #2, McNiven variant, and we had one available for $10.
Lars, man, $20 on the 125. Are you going to buy this one cheap too? If you do, God bless, man. Everybody, have fun. Listen, a lot of these covers, some of the rare ratio covers are pretty expensive. We recognize that. So if the David Finch run was great, Dwayne Zapane. If you do want to buy one of the ratio incentives and you need time to pay, feel free. We'll work with you. You know, put some money down and we'll give you 30 days to pay if you want to get one of the ratio incentives. I think the Sienkiewicz one is a little pricey.
The Sienkiewicz one is, hold on, since you're on it anyway, let me find it real quick.
Gabriel Delato. So congratulations to the person who got this. This is a killer cover. No pun intended with the claws going through. With blood.
Yeah, the 1 in 100 variant. That one is, and that one is suggested retail $400, and we have one available tonight for $349.99.
So if you guys need a little bit more time, Doug Mensch's run was the best, Preston. Are you kidding me? Come on, the original, the magazine, the comics, please. You know, you had a beautiful, obviously you had Sienkiewicz there. But I also loved Alan Zelenitz's run. And I'm an old guy, so I remember when people thought Alan Zelenitz was Alan Moore, but that's how great those scripts were. All right. So we're talking about John Romita Jr., but go ahead. You're about to say something.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, since we have you in here, let's talk about the original.
So this is the original art to Moon Knight #1 by John Romita Jr.
This is the actual book. So
what we wanted to do tonight, this is a huge day. We wanted to, God, this is beautiful. You could see what it looks like digitally inked and colored, and the original. This is the only original art. This is available tonight for $9,500. Now, this is very expensive. I recognize that. So if somebody wanted to buy this, we would do $1,000 down and the rest within 90 days. We will only do checks on this. We will not do PayPal. We will not do credit card. I do this. We have a lot into this, and we want to be able to also make money. You know, it would be nice. So when you look at the line work, I don't know why I'm showing it's right there.
There it is.
Kyle does a better job. When you look at the line work, you look at how beautiful this is. Nobody does a character in the rain like John Romita Jr.
Ron.
My wife fell off her chair. Ron, in that case, wait till she hears the next one.
Yeah.
Don't tell her that.
You might want to get those paddles ready.
Nick loves his prehistoric payment methods. Yes, that is true. And speaking of Doug Metch, Preston, we are going to talk about Doug Metch in a second. So yeah, look, this is a real piece of history. The only time that John Romita Jr. drew a Moon Knight cover. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but I believe Moon Knight may have been on other covers he drew, but this is the actual. I love my wife and I don't want her to leave me. It's funny. This is really a once in a lifetime. And if we're going to look at history, I mean, this is the big one. Doug Mensch, Don Perlin, Howie Perlin, Werewolf by Night 33, Werewolf by Night 32 and 33, first appearance of Moon Knight. There are only 4 known pages in existence that actually have Moon Knight on it from Werewolf by Night 32 and 33. That's from my research. I can only find 4. And I actually used to own one of them. And I traded it for a Jack Kirby cover. That tells you the value of Moon Knight. I had a page from issue 32 and did a trade for a Jack Kirby Marvel 2-in-1 Thing cover with U-Man and I can't remember who else, but it was a World War II story. You had the Liberty Legion heads on the top. Anyway, there's only 4 pages. This is one of the 4. This is $75,000. So, yes, it's $75,000, and tonight's price is $75,000.
If you claim it, don't spell anything wrong on the submission form.
Please don't.
I can only imagine what you all are thinking.
But this is a great page. You've got Frenchie, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night. And keep in mind, in October, the Werewolf by Night, I don't think it's an animated movie. I think it's a movie that's coming out in time for Halloween. So this, only a little bit, Ronald, only a little bit. This is really history. This is truly historic. And I know someone who Dinesh bought a page from these 2 issues. And he told me that, let's just say that this is more than fairly priced. Yes, James Cohart, Marvel 2-in-1 number 20. Thank you, sir. What's with the skull, Adrian? Are you want me to die?
He's dead.
Yeah,
Adrian died. He's dead.
Oh, he died. Oh, okay. I thought he wanted me to die.
Nick, I have a question. If I wanted to buy this, could I make $100 a year payments for the next 75 years?
No, because we'd have to tack on interest. Can you do it for the next 150 years? That feels more fair.
Yeah, okay. So
All
one
right.
of us dies or the next 75 years.
Right. So this will always just stay in my hands.
Pretty much.
I refuse to try and drink until Nick stops talking. So this is truly a great piece of history. And you've got Jack Russell here knocked out. It's just a great page. Moon Knight was originally Marvel's answer to Batman in the 70s. And people have been buying the back issues like crazy, which is why we have this here tonight. Oh, you can't see what this is. Just the Marvel Spotlight.
Something a little bit more affordable.
So,
Nick's spending too much time.
Marvel Spotlight number 28, CGC graded 6.5.
All right, so
give Kyle a second.
Look at what Kyle wrote, and I'm in another state. So, look, this is a lot of money. We would absolutely give you 90 days or more to pay it, but we would want what would feel like a real deposit, like $10,000. We will work with you. I honestly prefer not to sell this. You never hear me talk like this. I do think this will be worth more by the end of the year between the Moon Knight TV series being successful and the Werewolf by Night movie happening. But if somebody loves it and wants it, I'll be happy that it goes to a good home. So a true piece of history. It's kind of like I'm going to place this like having the first issue or two of a major Marvel book like Spider-Man, not first appearance of Spider-Man, but let's say like first appearance of Electro or something like that. I'm putting this in that camp. The page that Dinesh was going to buy was going to go into auction, and I think Dinesh knew it was going into auction. The only thing I know is that Dinesh bought a page, he's posted it, and I have a feel for what he paid for it. And I'm not saying what that is. But what I will say is I think Dinesh was smart that this was going to go in auction, and he did a preemptive buy because original art, one of a kind, impossible. If you miss out, you miss out. So, and Dinesh is very, very smart. He's a really great collector. He's got his eye on a lot. So, kudos to him. By the way, real quick, tomorrow night, 9:00, me and Dino Mauricio will be on Comic Art Live showing 12 pieces of artwork that we don't have on our Comic Art Fans page. So that'll be pretty cool tomorrow at 9.
Nick, Triple B wants to know about the Marvel Spotlight.
So, yes. So Triple B, here's the deal, right? This is off-white to white pages. But the one thing, I should have gotten this pressed and clean. If you look over here, you can see that it's ding there. This can use a press and a clean, and I think you'll get a bump by at least half a point, if not more. I can't guarantee it, so I won't guarantee it. But check out, you could see what it looks like. So, like I said, you could see the indentation there, and I wish I would have had them press it and clean it.
So since we started showing this book, I went out and found a copy in the wild, raw.
Yeah.
And what I can tell everybody on the interwebs is that this copy is way cleaner than the copy I found. The yellow covers at this time are notorious for having weird bleeding from the printing.
Right.
So they look dirtier than they are.
Right.
And then the back covers, there's a dark back page to this book. So if people didn't store them properly, it bled.
Right.
This copy doesn't have that.
Well, not only that, look at how clear all the colors are. Look at that.
If you had somebody hit it with a UV light for a minute and then pressed and cleaned it, I think you'd see a pretty nice bump grade wise. Like I said, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I've been staring at this book now for 3 weeks with Nick, and I've gone out and done my own independent research on this by buying a copy. So there's a lot of upside here if it's something that you need in your personal collection, which I did. But
I said this before. I paid $450 for that book and then got it graded. So literally, if you're paying by PayPal, we lose 30 cents plus 3%. So that's $18.30. So I had to pay to ship it to CGC, get it graded, pay whatever fee on top of the grading fee there is, and pay to ship it back. Yeah, it is a super tough grade. I think it should have gotten a better grade, but hey, that's the grade that it got. Honestly, I thought I was going to get a 7.5, which is why I submitted it. Otherwise, but I mean, there's even a ding right here that it's very faint, but with a press, you'll get it out. But it's only on the back, which is the beauty of it. It's not on the front.
That's good.
Yeah. So,
and if you're looking for something that's a displayer, send it to CBCS and get that presents as grade, where it'll come back at, a real high grade, but there'll be a ton of notes that it's not actually that nice.
Right. But at the same time, I mean, look, Alec has pressed and clean books. So, Alec can also give some advice on this. I mean, what are your thoughts, Alec?
I mean, like you said, it presents really well. And I mean, it's definitely a little bit tougher to see from, just being on camera, but you could see the crease. At least I could.
Yeah.
And as long as it's not color breaking, I mean, it looked like kind of a bigger crease too. So if you got that out of there, I mean, that would definitely be a game changer as far as the grade goes. Like you said, I mean, half a point, a whole point, that's pretty tough to do.
Yeah. It'll be a little bit of luck, but I do think, plus, I mean, where it is creased is the only place where it's dirty. It's literally along the spine is the only place where there's a little bit of dirt. Is that the spine? There you go. So, like I said, clean in the press. And no matter what, even if you don't get a grade bump, it looks better. I mean, Amy was looking up some comparative ones, and on eBay, somebody, not that they sold it for this, but they were asking $999 for a 6.5. People are just charging a lot, and we have it here. And look, if somebody wanted to buy it, needed 30 days, pop in $125 down. We'll give you 30 days. And if you end up needing a little bit more, we're going to work with you. I want happy fans. I want you guys in the community to be happy. That's more important than anything. Obviously, we need to pay bills. I need to pay Rex and Amy. They don't just work for love. So, we're building this. We're building the experience. And we're only doing it with your support, and we thank you for it from the bottom of our hearts, really. It's why we are really lucky when we have somebody like AR or Robbie coming in on the shows. That's why we're lucky when John comes in. But you've got a room full of people that love what we do. So check it out. Get some of these great books. Heroic Age, I'm going to just jump around real quick. Heroic Age with Iron Man, that's a best offer, right?
That is a best offer, and Stevie B's already got a offer in for 30.
Yeah, and this is an AP. This is the artist proof. This is number 5 of 5. There's only 5 of these in the world, but there's some really great books here that you guys should jump on. Obviously, Moon Knight is the belle of the ball today, but there's so many great books here. The Nightwing is fantastic. You got Tom DeFalco. I think we had fun with this. What did we make the Nightwing?
At its best offer at $19.40.
Nice. And it's number 3 of 10. There's only, sorry.
Did you see John's comment?
What did John say? 35 for New Avengers.
All right.
Nick, can you hire me? John, you're hired. Start Monday. So, Creative Keep, you in the house. Good to see you, man.
All right, we got you down.
Thank
for
you,
35,
everybody.
buddy.
What else do we have best offers on? Let me just hit those real quick.
Why don't you do the Stranger Things number 1?
All right, so Stranger Things number 1, Jody Hauser, right? Stefano Martino and Keith Champagne art. Great book. CGC graded 9.8. Check it out.
Nice.
Really difficult in the bottom left. When these get damaged, it'll be at the bottom left in the bottom where the colors are darker. This is a really, really nice book. What do we got? Starting at $30?
Best offer starting at 30. Yes.
This is a good time to get it before season 4 starts. What else we got?
Let's see here. Ron's looking for a mega pack, but I'm sorry, Ron, it got preempted for
thing we have
Moon Knight,
is-
but we do have a. Hold on.
We have a Moon Knight 9.8 with a reader's copy.
Yeah. So we hold on. Let me see.
Is that a best offer?
I gotta find it on my sheet here. Oh, here it is. It is not.
Lars Man's in at $30. Tell you what, the Moon Knight 9.8 with the reader's copy, we'll make this a best offer. We'll start this at 30 as well. It's a great McNiven cover. What I love about this McNiven cover is not only is it just beautiful in and of itself, but it's very reminiscent of a mix of McNiven with David Finch and Stephen Platt. So we'll start that at 30.
Ron, just so you know, Lars Man got in seconds before you on the $30.
Yeah, so you would have to go at least to 31. Classy chocolate strawberries right now. Lars Man's got $30. Oh, Preston beat you, Lars Man. He beat you by like a nanosecond. JD Barry, is the 35 on the Moon Knight or on the Stranger Things, just to be clear? All right, what else do we have best offer on?
Let's see.
We already brought up that one.
Yeah, I don't think there is actually anything
All right,
else.
like I said, the Nightwing. Okay, Joe L is at $42 on the Moon Knight. Okay, so JD Barry, Joe L just went above you. Guys, since I'm doing so many best offers, I'm promoting all 3 best offers right now. 4 best offers. We've got Moon Knight, Stranger Things, Nightwing, and we have the New Avengers commission cover art, which, I mean, look at this. You've got 3 characters, full body. This is awesome. Black Panther, Iron Man, Vision. It's great. All right, $50. All right, $45 on Stranger Things, $50 on Moon Knight. Here's what I'm going to do with the Nightwing. Now, this is a $90 book, $89.99, signed by Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief once of Marvel Comics, writing Nightwing. Because there's only 10 of these, I'm going to start this at $10 instead of $19.40. We did $19.40 initially because that's the year that Robin first appeared in Batman #1 back in 1940. But you know what? This is a perfect 10 read in my mind, so we'll start it at $10. Look, guys, there's a lot of great books here.
Do one of the commission cover arts.
Okay. Oh, I love the Heroic Age New Avengers. Check out this Ken Hazer.
That's really
Look at
cool.
this. What are we doing this at? All right, Lars Man's in at 10. Oh, Joel, you want to see the Avengers up front? Sure. There you go, man. Check it out. Look at that. All
right,
original.
Preston, Lars Man looks like
beat you. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to come up on that, buddy.
So you're looking at beautiful artwork. This is one of the few times that we have someone else besides Ken. This is Adam Cleveland. It is just gorgeous. There's only 5 artist proof in the world. So this is just, you're literally getting a cover here. So it's beautiful. So Preston came in at $15. So everybody, thank you for being here as always. I love you all for being here. You help make these shows great. You make, I think you make Rex and Amy's job easy because you're so interactive and so awesome. I'm going to show the John Romita Jr. Moon Knight cover one more time. What's the bid on the Avengers custom cover right now?
Let's see.
Currently at 35?
Yeah.
Man, that is so nice.
It is, isn't it? History. But I mean,
It really
again, you know, it's definitely a commitment. But if you can afford it, all right. So Adrian, you said $19. I'm going to assume that's on the Nightwing because that's the only thing left that could be under 20. So everybody, just put the title, next to it. I like Amy well enough, except she asked me for money 3 times a week. She's only asked me. Of course, he likes you. You only ask 3 times a week as opposed to 7.
All right. So, and it is, Preston. Okay. 20 on the Nightwing, buddy. Let's see. And that brings us to our next break. And I think, Ron, you did outbid yourself on Stranger Things, to be quite honest with you, buddy. So I'm going to go back to the 45 for you because I couldn't see another bid, but there was so many going on. I wanted to write it down. So we're going to take our next break and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today.
Hey, we're back.
What's up?
Philio's in the house, buddy. Nice to see you. So obviously we have a lot of Moon Knight stuff tonight. So I guess we're sort of excited about the beginning of the new series. And obviously Adrian says, Nick, the leading stockbroker in Dynamite Financial. Needless to say, there's a lot of stuff coming up from Marvel that, in terms of the MCU that we're pretty excited about. You got Doctor Strange, which obviously is going to be that keystone corner where they can open the storylines up and they can start adding things. So I read Deadpool's, obviously Deadpool, that's how Deadpool's going to be introduced into the MCU universe coming out of Sony. I heard some good news. The character, his roommate, looks like, I think the news dropped that she's going to be returning. Blind Al, I think it was. You've seen Deadpool, right, Alec?
Yeah. Oh, I've only seen both of them once, though.
I've seen both.
It's been a while.
I want to say I don't remember, but the character of Blind Al, played by, I forget her name. Oh shoot, but Leslie Huggins. So that was an interesting. I'm glad they're bringing her back because that's a really interesting dynamic, the way she plays off of Deadpool. I find that adds an element of not that the whole movie isn't humorous, but it really adds this thing. It's just like this discontinuity of things with the two of them being roommates and stuff. Oh, it's too funny. I remember that one scene where his arm was growing back. That was hilarious.
I remember that one.
That was so much better than Green Lantern. All right, so let's take a look. Should we do a recap? We should probably do a recap, in my opinion.
I'm back. Sorry.
All right, no worries. Now,
I think we should do a very slow recap because Nick went so fast there at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think I put up any of the images at all.
All right, so we're gonna do the best offers. All right, we're gonna just recap those real quick because it was fast and furious there. All right, so first one is Moon Knight #1, 1 in 25 variant, incentive variant by Kyle Hotz. And it is best offer book, and Lars Mann is currently in the lead at $20. So give Kyle a minute to catch up. And let's see. All right. So then we had, I'll make sure the pricing's right here. And then next we're going to go to the Moon Knight #1 CGC graded 9.8 with a reader copy.
Nice.
And that Nick turned into a best offer package, and I think JD Berry is in the lead currently at $60. And JD Berry, by the way, you were the winner on Robbie's show, so I have a metal cover. So if you end up winning this, I'll throw that in there. If you don't, I'll ship that separately. All right. So next on the list is Nightwing #13, first printing signed by Tom DeFalco in gold. And currently, I believe Preston is in the lead. It is the best offer book. And Preston is in the lead at 20. And Amy's confirming all this to make sure I got it right.
This is not a one-person job.
No, it is not. All right. So did we get that up there, Nightwing? Or not yet?
Someone let us know. Did
Was Nightwing up there? Because I'm just staring at the sheet.
I must have deleted the Nightwing out of the system. I'm loading a new one. I'm loading it back up.
No worries. All right.
I was trying to click really fast, and I deleted a couple of things, and it got really hairy on this end.
Yeah, trust me, I can imagine. It was pretty hard taking notes on our end, too. All right, so give Kyle a minute to reload it, and the Nightwing currently, Preston is in the lead at 20. And I'm excited to go home. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to eat because I don't feel like cooking. And John would usually give me great suggestions, but he's not here. But
all right, there's the Nightwing.
All right, there we go. So Nightwing, Preston in the lead at $20. Leave that up for a second, and it is #3 of 10. Signed in gold by Tom DeFalco. All right, so next up is Stranger Things #1, cover B variant, CGC graded 9.8. Raphael Albuquerque. And Ron is in the lead at 45, even though he tried to outbid himself. All right. So let's see. The Creative Keep is in for Nightwing. Gotcha, buddy. For 25. Gotcha. So Creative Keep is currently in the lead. Just ordered pizza. I had pizza last night, Adrian. I can't do it again, dude. I can't. I've been ordering so much pizza. It's like I'm embarrassed to take my trash out to the curb because it's just every week it's loaded with pizza boxes.
You know, there's a pizza dough shortage coming.
What's that?
There's a pizza dough shortage coming.
Yeah, created by me, not the supply chain.
No, Totino's put out a big thing like pizza rolls and their prepackaged pizzas.
Oh, this is like for real?
Are going to be hard to come by because there's a dough shortage.
Oh,
there's always
I had my mom comes to me and goes, Kyle, how many pizza rolls do you eat on an average week? And I go, I don't know, about 100. She goes, maybe stop because you're not gonna be able to buy them anymore. And I think I'm the one who created the shortage.
So creative is, I don't think you alone. Maybe the two of us together. Creative Keep is at 55 on Stranger Things. Gotcha, Creative Keep. That is actually very, very the most depressing news I've heard today. I'm very depressed now, Kyle, by that information. That sucks. What am I going to do? I mean, I already feel like the place I used to get cheesesteaks from, something happened during the pandemic, and I hadn't gotten a cheesesteak there in a long time, and it turned out to be about half the size for the same price. I was really upset that day too. Soon we'll be buying comics with pizza rolls, right? Yeah, we could be, Josh. All right, so where did I leave off?
I've done that.
Ron's up to 65 on Stranger Things.
All right, so Ron's up to 65.
That was my other store policy that I think AR should adopt at his local shop is you bring me food, I charge you less for comics.
That works.
I like that.
All right. So what else we got here? New Avengers #1, Vision, Iron Man, Black Panther edition. Artist proof cover art by Adam Cleveland. That was a best offer book, and Creative Keep is currently in the lead at 35. Let's see. And then, all right, we'll leave that up for a second. And then we'll go to the statue next. Did I miss something?
I'm just going over what Nick what Nick showed up.
All right.
Some of them I don't think were best offers.
So Preston is doing, let's see. Preston is going up to 65 on the Moon Knight. Gotcha. All right. So the last one is the statue. Joseph Michael Linsner, Dawn costume variant edition. Suggested retail is $299.99. It is a best offer item, and Preston is in the lead at 75. Did I get to Preston 65? I did, right? Let's see.
I did you?
I don't know yet because let me see. Because it's printed back. You're saving paper. Preston, yes, I do have a 65 on Preston. Wow. Man, oh man. All right, so let's see what else we got. What haven't we gotten to yet? We've got to all the best offer books. Is there any CCA? Oh yeah, we have a CCA we haven't done.
I've been eyeing it up too.
All right, we have 2 CCAs we haven't done. So let's do New Avengers #1 blank edition with Ant-Man zombie sketch in color by Ken Hazer. Suggested retail of $99.99, and it is a 5-star book at 50 tonight.
That one is so cool. I know I saw Nick throw it up. I don't know if he actually
Right, I don't know if we talked about price, but yeah.
Yeah. But it's so cool. From far away, I thought it was for some odd reason I thought it was like a combo of Ant-Man and the dude from Jeepers Creepers from far. I don't know.
When did they say the zombie series is coming out on Disney Plus? Like next year? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I just know they were working something about the zombies again.
That would be cool though.
You know,
I like that stuff.
Part of the problem is when the rights get taken over by somebody, it doesn't always guarantee they're going to make a movie out of it or a series, or they're just sitting on the rights a lot of times. So I don't know. I mean, and it's been weird. Everything's been pushed back. Like Top Gun's finally coming out, I heard, in May.
Oh yeah,
they're making a big trailer push right now. All the morning shows had it on, and it was like supposed to come out a year and a half ago or something.
I have no idea.
I mean, it's been a long time.
No offense, but I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. So what we know is Amy is not a Top Gun fan. So it's MCU, DC Universe. All right. Anything by that guy Villanueva or what's his name?
Denis Villeneuve.
Oh, Villeneuve. I'm sorry. Excuse me for mispronouncing his name. I love his Dune. I'm so glad he won awards at the Academy Awards. Unfortunately overshadowed by the Will Smith slap.
You didn't have to say it.
Hot take number 3.
That won 6. I think it won at least 6 Oscars.
Wait, what didn't I have to say?
The slap. You didn't have to bring it up.
Dude,
are you know about it?
I wouldn't even have known the Academy Awards was going on that night if Will Smith didn't slap Chris Rock. Man.
Honestly, me too. I had no idea.
I only knew from the memes.
It was over. I'd fallen asleep and the local music come on. I'd fallen asleep on the couch. And then all of a sudden, you kind of bleary-eyed, and all I see is Will Smith walking up the stage and smacking Chris Rock. And I'm thinking, is this part of a skit? And then they start reporting. And I'm like, I start to wake up. So I'm like, wait a minute, this wasn't part of a skit. Holy crap, he just slapped Chris Rock dead in the face on national television. Just so you know, we've already had this conversation. It actually was totally took over the Monday show. Emmy Comics, what's going on, buddy? And Amy jumped into the conversation and is obviously a huge Will Smith fan. Okay. I
didn't say huge. I respected
him. I respected him too until he smacked Chris Rock right on the face, on national television in the middle of the Oscars. I'm sorry. To me, I for a second I hopped onto the conspiracy theory wagon with my tinfoil hat because I'm thinking, man, I bet the ratings really went up. And just like Alec, I had no idea the Oscars were that night anyway. And I wouldn't have probably known, I would have read the news to see what won the next day. But man, that was surreal and bizarre, man. That was really kind of out there. And his apology the next day on Instagram, I don't know, man.
I think he had one that night during the thing.
His
The
speech.
Oscars.
No, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock, dude. You know, he apologized. And he apologized to his fellow nominees, and there was a little bit of crying and how art imitates life, and
Look,
you know,
let's just put them in timeout for a while. Let them make up, and let's get over it. Okay, this is not the worst thing to ever happen.
I do not think they're making up. I do not think they're making up. I do not see Will Smith, Chris Rock, and Jada all hugging this one out. I don't think so.
Okay, so we need to move on from this, but I'm going to give a hot take and then this. Will Smith would get more respect from me if he had slapped The Rock, not Chris Rock.
Oh, yes. That meme has been jumping all over the place. That meme has definitely been jumping all over the place.
Top Gun success is solely based on the soundtrack. So if this next soundtrack is dope, this movie will be good. If it's terrible, which I think it will be,
have to disagree with that.
Then the movie will probably also be terrible.
I would
have
disagree with that. But you know
and
what?
worse things have happened at the Oscars. Just saying. That's my final.
Oh, wait,
that's true.
We're on the Top Gun. So I would disagree with that. But if they try to use that canned formula and it's just part 2, but the same basic storyline as the first one, that's going to fail miserably. It absolutely is going to fail miserably if they don't have a new storyline. That's the worst thing you can do is take part 2 and it's basically just part 1 with different people or an older character. That's going to be horrible. So, all right, you Spider-Gwen up there. Let's do it. Spider-Gwen #1, blank variant signed and remarked with a color Spider-Gwen sketch.
I love
this
that
one in
cover.
pink by Ken Hazer, also signed by Ken Hazer. $119.65 suggested retail. We have the one available for $60 tonight for Spider-Man's 60th anniversary.
60, wow.
Lars, man, no, because all of us have eaten a balanced diet today, and Nick is hyped up on caffeine, animal protein, or lack of animal protein and sugar. But sold anyway.
Nice claim, John.
All right.
Yeah, I love that cover.
I knew it wouldn't last long when we put it up. So I'm like, why are we waiting?
Let me turn it over.
I was thinking if someone didn't buy that, I think that would have to go to my collection.
All right. Oh, I know. Yeah. I know you're a fan. Let's see, Spider-Gwen, John Spilios, right? All right.
John Spilios. He always buys the ones that I'm eyeing up like, ooh, that's a really nice cover. And then he claims it every time. And I'm like, he's got good taste in those covers. I like them too.
So, great minds think alike. So Ron has an update for us. Will Smith refused to leave the 94th Academy Awards on Sunday after slapping comedian Chris Rock, according to the Academy. That's interesting. That is breaking news. I had not heard that one yet.
I don't think it's possible that it's true. Okay, only because they wouldn't have given him the award after.
No, I got you. Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Here we go. Hold up.
This is what I've had for dinner so far. One of these.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Almonds and nuts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's lack of animal protein.
I have not even yet had my veggie sandwich. I have not even.
Is it really veggie?
I wonder. I'm beginning to think maybe a worm made its way in on one of those sandwiches.
Wait, we're all talking.
That's pretty veggie.
What'd you say?
I'm beginning to think a worm made its way in on those sandwiches and is slowly eating your brain.
So what got picked up? Because I saw Lars Man or somebody saying, "Can Nick come in with a better price?"
Well,
we already sold it.
That's got the Spider-Gwen.
That's not the one I would have done at a better price.
That cover is too nice.
Yeah. So Heroic Age, what's this priced at? We'll do
which one?
The
Ant-Man
zombie.
5-star 50.
5-star 50. Okay. This I will do a better price under one condition. There is just one condition for me to do a better price.
You got to buy the original art.
No more talk about Will Smith. I do not want to talk about that anymore. I want to talk about comics. So if I see some ones in there that says no more talking about Will Smith, I'll give a better price on a few things. All right. So since I trust my fans, We're going to drop this to $39 for 1939, the year Marvel first started as I don't even remember what they started at.
Timely
Comics, right? $39. All right. How much is the Guardians of the Galaxy Silver Signature Series number 4 of 15?
$39.99.
All right, I tell you what, I think Guardians of the Galaxy was like 1966 the first time. Silver Signature Series, 1966. Number 4 of 15. Number 4 of 15. All right, Larsman claims the Ant-Man. Let's get some sold stickers. So
At least turn them over, okay?
I already did. 1966. So at the very least, even if I'm wrong, it's in the 60s. No, we cannot have a Deadshot remark based on Will Smith for sale. All right, Adrian. All right, Adrian just screwed it up. This isn't 39. No, I'm kidding.
Worse things have happened at the Oscars, just saying.
Name something worse.
No.
La La Land.
Who said that?
I wasn't thinking that specifically, but I do think that situation was a little crazier.
Wait, what was that?
That was Kyle. They announced the wrong winner for Best Picture.
Ooh, R.I.P.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's a good one.
Wait, so I guess I don't know anything. Who was supposed to get it or who did get it, I guess?
Who was
I don't know. I just know the joke.
Moonlight was supposed to get it, and they announced La La Land, and nobody corrected it, and everybody got on stage. Can you imagine what a feeling that must be, being elated that you just won the Oscar and me told, oh, we were wrong?
Well, there was the year that they gave
reaction to that.
Miss America or somebody, Miss World. They announced the wrong country for that, too.
Larsman claims
I remember
Guardians of
that.
the Galaxy.
All right, Larsman.
Wasn't that like
All right,
Steve
well,
Harvey or something that said the
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
thing?
That was the pre-Oscars though, and he commented on
That
it.
was
Oh
Steve
wow!
Harvey, yeah.
All right. What we're going to do is the 2 Dynamite Virgin covers. Instead of, these are $50 books. Instead of $40 each, we're going to do them at $35 each. And if somebody claims both the Panther and the Vampirella Dracula Unholy, I'll even drop it to $65. So 35 each instead of 50, or both for 65. All right, that's Nick's almond waiting for veggie sandwich price. All right, how much is
Larsman's been on it.
All right, Larsman
Both, all right.
both $65. All right, what do we got these Moon Knights at? Give me a price on the Moon Knight. Give me one of the Moon Knights. What's the price?
Let's see. The John Romita Jr. trade dress is $10.
All right, we're going to drop this to $6. So this is $6 instead of $10. So Moon Knight, John Romita Jr. Is there another slab? There is only the 2 highest offer slabs.
Lars got Guardians, right?
Lars got the Guardians.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
Yep, and he also claimed the Virgins. And Lars also claimed the $6 John Romita Jr. Moon Knight.
Wait, Lars, man. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Rappenstein.
Warpenstein.
He got beat.
You got beat, my friend. You got beat. Tell you what, get ready, Warpenstein. Give me another one. What's another $10 one?
Oh, let's see.
Ooh, this is beautiful. Whose cover is this?
Gerardo Zaffino variant.
Is that
That's not
this
that one.
Whose cover is this?
I'm not sure.
Bill's.
This is Bill Sienkiewicz. Wow, this is so fucking beautiful. Oh, I mean, this is so freaking fudging beautiful.
There's so Nick, we don't have them tonight, and people should go look them up. There are Bill Sienkiewicz Moon Knight variants from the Lemire run, maybe.
Oh yeah,
that literally look like original Bill Sienkiewicz before New Mutants, when all of his art looked like Neil Adams. That are just insane. They're like 1 in 1,000 variants.
Wow,
but they're the most gorgeous covers.
This is $400. We dropped it to $349.99. I'll drop it to. We had to buy a lot of copies to get this. I'll drop it to $275, and you can have a little bit of time if you need it. All right. What's the Jose Verafino? Is that this one? Yes, Geraldo. How much is this? Is this $10?
This is $10.
All right. I hated this New Mutant. Lars, man, I didn't understand it and then loved it later. All right, this is a $10 book. We're going to make it $6. Claim, put Gerardo, or put Zafino. So, yep, you're clear. You hated the work. So $6 instead of 10. Whoever wants to claim it. What else we got?
You have, let's see, for...
Do you want to find another CGC graded for Ronald? Is there any over there that we haven't sold?
That pile sold.
Okay. Any underneath?
No.
Claim $6. Preston claims the Zerafino. Good call, man. Good call. All right. What else is left?
The Virgin variant of John Romita.
All right. How much is
No,
that?
that's not 10.
How much is it?
No, it's not 10.
How much is it?
$750.
$750.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll drop this to $600. So it's the Virgin. It's the one without the logo. I'll drop it to $600. So again, if you need time, we'll give you time.
Okay, yeah,
What about
the 10 ones were Momoko and McNevin, but they are Moon Knight number 2.
Okay. So Moon Knight number 2, we actually have less of. I'm only going to drop these to $8. So I'll drop the Moon Knight number 2 Momoko, which is on screen, to $8. And I'll drop this one to $8. So I really love that McNevin cover too. God, that's beautiful. So $8 each of the number 2s. They're harder to get. So Momoko $8, McNevin $8. I can't drop everything like crazy.
Maybe drop your pace just a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
I thought you were about to say something else too.
The only other thing that would start with P would be inappropriate for this channel.
I thought you were going to tell me to shut up.
No, I just go slower.
All
I'm
right.
clicking as fast as I can.
All right. So if we can find one more CGC graded book for Ronald, that'll be awesome. What about
But
this?
all these price drops caused Alex Dogs to go nuts. He'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So,
do we need to take a break to catch our breath?
Yeah, let's take a break.
All right. Preston is taking the Momoko.
All right. Let's take a break so we can catch our breaths, figure out where we're at, what's left. We got like 27 minutes to on best offer books, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Sounds good.
This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome everybody to Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out.
There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I'm your host, Henry Compa. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mishmash.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in the minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Space Cadet.
Hey.
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody, welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectables.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box? What's in the Box?
Comic culture and sales.
Oh my Lord! We're back. So we actually, I don't even know what's left.
I had to switch mice coming out during that break because my hand literally can't click anymore.
All right, Ronald or somebody. Amy went crazy looking for CGC. Yeah, you're exhausted, Ronald. listen, Amy is none too happy with me. For some reason, you want the CGC. I asked her to get it. I'm the one in trouble. $89.99, Vengeance of Vampirella, 9.8. All right, we're going to make it. It's normally I would do $69 for 1969, but tell you what, it's our 53rd anniversary, $53. All right, where are we at on best offers real quick? $53 for this Vengeance of Vampirella. $89.99 MSRP, 9.8 guaranteed. You don't have to buy the book. And claimed by BBB Hardcore Comics. That was quick. You got to steal, my friend. You don't have to buy it. This is a black cover. Hard to get a 9.8. Ship it to CGC. Pay to ship it to CGC. Pay to get it graded. Pay to get shipped back to you. And hope for a 9.8. You got the 9.8. So, what do we got left on Moon Knight? We got the Bill Sienkiewicz cover that we went over. We've got the Elizabeth Torque cover. What's that price at?
$175.
All right, $175. I'm going to drop this to $150. All right, we went over the John Romita Jr. We went over the McNiven. This is like $10. We're dropping it to $8. And the only thing I see left is, who's this? Kyle Hotz. What did we do the Kyle Hotz? Isn't that best offer?
Yep.
Okay.
So far, it's Lars Man at 20.
All right, Lars Man at 20 on Kyle Hotz. He is stealing the show so far. All right, what's the Moon Knight package at the CGC graded?
65. I think Preston is in the lead at 65.
Preston, you're in the lead at 65. Just want to show this again real quick. Let's see. Stranger Things, where are we at?
Ron's in the lead at 65.
Yep.
All right. I tell you what, Alec, what do you want to see next? You want to see the commission cover art? You want to see another Moon Knight, Nightwing? What do you think?
I was gonna say I think we just did a recap on everything. I think we actually got to all the books.
Okay. How about the statue?
It's been a while since we did
Oh
that.
yeah, I was gonna say the statue. That's probably, it's been a minute for that one.
Show me the statue.
Well, there's the picture.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, Amy does all this work to send me all these images that I put up during the show, and Nick goes so fast we can't even put the images up.
Listen, my mind works faster. I'm sorry, my mouth works faster than my mind. So
Well, your mouth worked me right into a workers' comp claim, buddy.
There you go. So
Preston's in the lead at 75 on the statue. Lars Man's at 70 on the Moon Knight. Gotcha, buddy.
What's the MSRP on the statue? What do you like about the statue?
$299.
Huh?
$299 MSRP.
So that's a $300 statue. Anything under 200 is below. Anything between 160 and 200 is wholesale. Anything below 160 is cheap as, you know what word I'm thinking.
What's the dimensions on it?
What
Do
are
we
the
know?
dimensions?
12 and a half high and 3 3/4 inches wide.
You know what you guys
Nice.
missed? Show me that box. This is number 2 of 299. Number 2. Holy free! Unless somebody has terrible handwriting and that's number 7, which I don't think. But even if it was number,
I was gonna
7,
say, even if it was,
right, single digits, right? Wow, this is a steal under $160. A total steal. So $75. I mean, what do you think of the statue, AR?
I like it.
The
I
colors
mean,
really pop, don't they?
I was gonna say, I think, to be honest, I think my favorite thing, because we have a lot of like the black and white statues on the show, and this one, I mean, other than it having color, so it's different than typical what we have. It's like you said, the colors really contrast on it. You know, you got the light green in the back, purple, pinkish, red. So definitely a nice one.
Perfectly art directed by Joe Michael Linsner. So whoever gets it, you are getting number 2 in the world. Number 2. That is awesome. So All right, I'm going to let these guys do what they do. I'm just going to show the John Romita Jr. Moon Knight #1 cover one more time. And I am going to show history one more time.
Hell yeah.
Werewolf by Night 33. First appearance of Moon Knight story arc. So, everybody, have a great one. I'm going to go eat my veggie sandwich with my chips.
All right. So, you know what? Probably what would be a good idea is we'll go through the best offer books again as we're closing up on 755. And this way, everybody can keep it straight. All right. So, Moon Knight, #1, 1 in 25 variant by Kyle Hawks. Lars Man is currently in the lead. It is the best offer item, and he is in the lead at $20. All right, leave that up for a second. And Moon Knight #1 CGC graded edition, 9.8 with a reader copy.
Darn you, 62 Lefty Blues. Oh, man.
Lars Man is currently in the lead with that at 70. All right, let's see. All right, next up, Nightwing, #13. First printing signed by Tom DeFalco in gold. Creative Keep is in the lead at 25. And let's see. Stranger Things #1 cover B variant by Raphael Albuquerque, CGC graded 9.8. Ron is currently in the lead at 65. Sure, I'm not missing anybody there. All right. Then New Avengers #1, Vision, Iron Man, Black Panther. Creative Keep is in the lead at 35. And let's see. Joseph Michael Linsner, Dawn costume variant statue. Preston is still in the lead at 75. And there you have it.
Whew. Wait, did you mention the reader's pack?
Oh, no, I didn't. So, as always, ended up getting to it. The Dynamite 10-pack reader set, it is our way of saying thank you to our viewers. It is $3.99 cover price or higher, so suggested retail of $40 or higher. And as always, we have the 10-pack for $5, so 50 cents a copy. And it will include 10 random Dynamite titles.
Whew.
And that is always
Guys,
available.
Never get through a whole list.
Well, we've been through the whole list like 10 times. So
we've been getting better at getting through the whole list, though.
Yeah, I think we've been doing fine.
This
And I
might be
know
the first time we've ever done it with 17 minutes until our best offer items end.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you come in here and slice and dice prices left and right. Let's see. Lars Man said I had 2 reader sets today, and there were 150 and 130. There you go. Glad to hear your reader sets got there. As we said, the idea is to try to give you guys some value. If you haven't picked up a new title, we talked about this a little bit on Monday, I think. Creative Keep wants a 10-pack. All right, Creative Keep, you got it, buddy. We kind of talked about it on Monday when we started talking about the paper quality, it pushed into like digital comics and all that stuff. And we talked about how, at least when it comes to books like Kindle, there are deals that are going around. And you can pick up these books. They're either free or very low cost. And as a science fiction fan, it caused me to pick up books and authors I hadn't read before. And it was much more challenging to do when you were buying paperbacks, because paperbacks towards the end, they would charge anywhere from $7.99 to $8.99 a paperback. It's a little bit of money to take a risk on a new author you've never read before, and you find out about 10, 15 pages in, it stinks and you don't like it. So digital comics gave I think those authors a chance. So in a sense, it gives you a chance to experiment with something new. And that's kind of the idea behind the Dynamite 10-pack.
Rubenstein, 10 recent books or anything. We try to mix it up. With
We try to mix it up.
Books.
Yeah. So there you go. Lars Man has picked up multiple 10 packs, and we do try to, if you get more than one, we'll try to make sure that we don't duplicate. We can't always remember, but if it's in the same show, I know Lars Man, Stevie B have picked up multiple, 62 Lefty probably as well, have picked up multiple packs in a single show. So when that happens, we definitely make sure that the 10 are different. If you pick up 3, 4, 5, I can't guarantee at that point. So yeah, and Adrian's right. It ranges. We try to give you a little bit of everything. To give you, if it's a great way, if you're not reading Dynamite titles currently, it's a great way to get introduced. Very low cost, 50 cents a copy, dating back to, my God, what year were comics 50 cents cover price? That was a long time ago. Did I do the summary? I have not. And you know what? 62, that's probably a good thing to do. All right, so we won't mention the 10-pack, the Reader's 10-pack again. Let's see what has not been picked up. Okay, so Moon Knight number 1 in 50 incentive variant by Elizabeth Torque. Suggested retail of 200. We have it available for 150. There you go. All right, then still available is Moon Knight number 1 in 100 incentive variant by Bill Sienkiewicz. Suggested retail of 400, and Nick knocked it down from $349.99 to $275. And then we had Moon Knight number 1 in 25 variant by Kyle Holtz, and it is the best offer book. And Lars Man is currently in the lead at $20. Ronald, Dave missed a crazy pricing line. He sure did. Let's see. All right, and then we had Moon Knight number 1 CGC graded edition 9.8 with a reader's copy, and Lars Man is currently in the lead at 70. And we still have Moon Knight number 2 McNiven variant. We had it for 10, but Nick knocked it down to $8. Of course, the Moon Knight number 1 original art cover by John.
I'll have to ask Nick about the Christopher Priest question, Adrian. We'll have to ask Nick. I don't know if he's doing more after.
Adrian, you have our emails, and if you don't, it's rex.wang at dynamite.com. And if you have Nick's email, you might go ahead and you can feel free to email Nick directly with your question on that one. All right, so the Moon Knight number 1 original art cover by John Romita Jr., and that was $9,500.
The 2 versions that I got for 6, I can report them properly. The 2 versions were Panther number 2, the Vincent Escio version cover, and then Vampirella Dracula Unholy number 4, and that's the Lucio Perillo cover.
Man, I wanted to talk about this too, and Nick sold them so fast we never even got to talk about Panther.
I know.
Somebody was going to have to do the work for John because he's not here on New Comic Book Day, and we never even got to talk about Panther.
Well, let's do it real quick.
I forgot what I wanted to say.
Oh, come on.
You know what, Kyle? I feel like barbecue right now.
I do too, man. And I never feel like barbecue because I eat it so often.
I know, right? You're constantly at those contests. All right, so Nightwing number 13, first printing signed by Tom DeFalco in gold, and Creative Keep is in the lead at 25. And then Stranger Things number 1, cover B variant by Raphael Albuquerque, CGC graded 9.8. Ron is currently in the lead at 65.
Okay.
And then we had Werewolf by Night number 30. I think Nick said number 32 and 33. Well, I have it down as number 33, page 2. And that was the monster one of the evening for $75,000. And do not use PayPal if you decide to purchase that.
I remember what I wanted to say about Panther.
Then we had Marvel Spotlight number 28, CGC graded 6.5.
This was a little bit more affordable, so.
And we have one available for $599.99.
We can do a payment plan for that too, right?
I believe so, yes. And let's see. And, oh, okay. And then New Avengers #1, Vision, Iron Man, Black Panther edition, limited artist proof, cover art sketch by Adam Cleveland. And it was the best offer book, and Creative Keep is currently in the lead at 35. And then Joseph Michael Linsner's Dawn Costume Variant Edition. And Preston is in the lead at 75. And that is a full recap. So 10 minutes before the best offer items close. And right before then, I will do another quick recap of just the best offer items. So everybody has a chance to get their last offers in. But remember, there's that lag time that's about 25 to 35 seconds. Keep that in mind. The nice thing is it pretty much prevents sniping because it's an unknown variable. But just keep that in mind if you're serious about getting the last offer in before 7:55.
So I remember what I wanted to say about Panther.
Oh, go ahead.
So this issue of Panther, I don't know if AR, if you've been reading or if any of you guys have gotten a chance to read it yet. It really leans into Panther's Egyptian mythology background. That is the creation of that character that has been since the old Harris days. But if you find yourself attracted to the Egyptian mythology parts of Moon Knight, because it leans into it as well, this is a very cool, like, alternative in that same sort of mythos. Like, you know, you can read Thor and you're going to get Norse mythology, but if you read Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology, you get a much deeper look at the mythos. The other one with this one is if you find yourself liking it in Moon Knight, Panther might be a good alternative to get more of that kind of thing. And this issue of Panther was was one of my top 3 books of the week.
So, Kyle, when you get a second, if you could throw up the link for the submission form, Preston's asking for it. And let's see. And
that sounds cool, though.
Panther has been awesome.
It makes the Egyptian god Set look like a real bastard. I mean, I try not to swear as much as possible, but there's no other way to really describe him in this book. He's pretty awful. So,
well, where I come from, that's not swearing, to be honest with you.
Well, it's true.
But I'm still very, very traumatized over the whole pizza dough issue that you brought up. The shortage on the pizza dough is really going to put a crimp on my life, especially if I got to pay more for my pizza. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the war and the wheat, the shortage of wheat everybody's predicting.
I think it's whatever Totino's puts in their dough is just hard to come by.
Well, I live in the Northeast. I don't need to be eating Totino's.
Well, but that's the people who are reporting it, like Totino's, DiGiorno, these kind of frozen prefab pizzas are experiencing a shortage. So who knows if it crosses over?
Right.
Big pizza could really inhibit small pizza.
God, I'm hungry.
I am too.
Really hungry. What's that?
I am too. Very hungry.
I thought you ate before the show.
That don't mean anything.
Yeah, you see? I don't know why the show always makes me hungry. Isn't that funny? And we really haven't talked about food. There hasn't been any time.
We made it the whole way.
Yeah, Nick screams in something about his veggie sandwich. Yeah, that almost helped curb my hunger.
Right.
But hopefully we'll get John back. Now John's gone for a couple weeks, right? If I remember correctly. I think.
Don't know.
Yeah, I think John's perpetually on
busy
vacation
from only having almonds.
Yeah, well, you might want to have that sandwich then. So yeah, John's perpetually on vacation. He lives the life we all want to lead, eating food that you can take picture of and make other people hungry. So Lars Man had Papados salad with shrimp and crab. That's great. That's great, Lars Man. Okay, sounds very healthy. But we're starving here, so and hopefully Lars Man has been on the mend and feeling better. But other than that, I mean, we very rarely do we. I usually try to time and space it out so that we have a few items towards the end. But tonight we've kind of boomed through everything before that. So pretty much we can talk about Spam, cheesesteaks, pizza, barbecue contest that Kyle's entered into. We can talk about Alex's dog. I know that you had to step out for a moment, take care of the dogs.
Yeah, they were going crazy. I don't know what the hell it was, but they would not stop.
A lot of cars going by or something?
No, I don't know what it is. I feel like I had to leave my microphone on mute for most of this because of just how much they were barking the whole time.
Have you had your house checked for ghosts?
I hate that because
Don't
I actually
say
make
that.
I
You
make
just
jokes
closed
about
on
the
that
ghosts.
house.
Now, have you guys seen the show Ghosts on CBS? It was a BBC show as well.
I have not. No.
So in the show they make a joke that little kids and dogs can see ghosts, but that's it.
Well, years ago, I will tell my one and only ghost story. So years ago, this is my daughter's mom, my ex-wife, and we lived in this apartment when we were first together. And this apartment was very interesting. It had two types of residents, right? For the longest time, it had seniors. And then as the seniors were kind of dying off, they brought in like younger people like myself and my ex-wife. So it was an interesting mix, right? So I have no doubt, and the apartment towers had been there for quite some time. So I'm sure lots of elderly people had died within the complex. So I don't really get into that ghost thing. I'm not a real believer. I don't see ghosts. I know people do. So my ex was supposedly very sensitive to that type of thing. And we were sitting, and she'd moved in with me into the apartment, and she said she would feel a presence whenever she was in the apartment. It was bad enough that eventually we had to move. Okay.
That's crazy.
So she made, and I love that place. I'm going to tell you, I love that. It was the greatest bachelor place, 1-bedroom apartment, but below there were two towers, but below on the main level, there was a small diner, and there was you'd have to take your laundry down to the laundromat downstairs, but there was also a dry cleaner. So being a bachelor, I would just give her my laundry to wash, and it would come folded and bagged, and I wouldn't even take them out of the bags. They'd just go in my drawers in the bags that she had distributed them in. And I love that place. Sunday, after Saturday drinking, that would be my breakfast place. I would read the paper and get some breakfast. It was great. It was great for a bachelor. So I hated moving from there, but she insisted that there was a presence there. So one night, I had this really old cat that I'd taken, that I had before I met my ex. And she was there, and she was saying, telling spooky stories, which doesn't usually work on me. And the cat's sitting in my lap, or kind of sitting Indian style on the ground. And my ex goes, I feel something is in the apartment. And the cat, who has known me forever and, loved me to death, it was more like a dog. I could throw stuff and she'd fetch it and come back to me. She literally, from a dead sleep in my lap, jumped out of my lap onto the floor with her back arched, her tail fluffed, like she perceived a threat. That is the closest I've ever had to any kind of ghost story like that.
So we have a comic book conversation happening in the comments. I know Moon Knight is the hot topic right now, but did anybody catch DMZ that debuted on HBO Max? If so, how was it? It was incredible. Benjamin Bratt, for being as old as he is jacked in this movie or show. And Rosario Dawson is phenomenal. Makes me wish she would have maybe had a chance, to be in so much more stuff.
DMZ, now I have two things to watch when I get home tonight. That's awesome.
DMZ is the one based on the Brian Wood comics. I don't know if they're Image or Vertigo, or I forget where they came out. It's been so long, but it was really fun. Especially if you like the comics, but it's a little, how do I put this? Dystopian.
Okay.
For our current times.
Okay. I saw it.
Thank you, JD Barry.
Anybody and the viewers out there as well. Oh, JD Barry says Vertigo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any good movies out that people have watched that maybe I haven't? I'm curious. I get home at night. I am trying to fill my, I've got 45 minutes for Moon Knight, and then this one you guys just suggested. What is it? How long is it? An hour or what?
DMZ, they're like an hour-ish, maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter per episode because it came straight to HBO.
How many
Max.
episodes are already out for DMZ?
4.
4? Okay, well that actually will take me through the evening. I do have to get up for work in the morning, so that's good. So I'm saying.
You know what else I've been watching that I've been really enjoying is the Halo show.
Is it good?
On Paramount Plus? See, I
don't have Paramount Plus. I don't have Paramount Plus.
On HBO, Tacoma FD. It's the Drunken Lizard guys who did Beer Fest and
Oh, cool.
Wait, what channel is it on?
It's on HBO Max.
Oh, I have that.
Tacoma FD. It's all the guys from Super Troopers. Not all the guys, but it's written by the guys who did Super Troopers.
Nice. I love that movie.
That's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie. So, all right. So now I know what I'm doing when I get home after I eat dinner. I still don't know what I'm eating for dinner, and I cannot order pizza again, gentlemen.
I know that
just not gonna
feeling.
work. What's that?
I said I know that feeling. I think I had pizza for lunch today. I had pizza for leftovers, like my lunch dinner yesterday, and then I ordered pizza. What was that, Monday night then for my dinner? So I had it for dinner on Monday, leftovers on Tuesday, and today I had no other food, so I cooked the frozen pizza.
Oh,
I know.
Triple B says chicken.
I've been having corn dogs in the air fryer.
Oh,
I
that
love
sounds so
corn
good.
dogs, but I
That
can't
sounds
keep
good.
eating like I'm 22 years old, dude. That can't be good. I should have a piece of grilled chicken, Triple B, or a piece of grilled salmon. To be quite honest, that's what I should have. But I don't have salmon at home. I may have to make
Too
a stop.
expensive.
What's that?
Salmon's too expensive. I love fish and seafood, but holy hell, it's expensive.
I like Adrian's suggestion.
Tacos. Oh my god, I go crazy for.
I may
tacos
make
right
I
now.
may make quesadillas tonight, but I also just ordered the stuff. I'm gonna try and make my own chalupas.
That would be good.
Ooh, that sounds good. I could go to Taco Bell, but that's not real meat.
Oh, stop.
There's
Of all
probably more.
things.
There's probably more real meat in Nick's veggie sandwich than there is in that minced ground meat that they serve in their tacos, man.
I like watching.
I've been known to stop there, huh?
I like watching the videos of the people who work at Taco Bell and fast food, and they're like, "Hey guys, this is what you're eating," and they're like filming it. It's like, oh my god, no.
I've been warned never to eat the chili at Wendy's.
No.
So I could tell you that the chili at Wendy's is not as bad as people say. Certainly not chili, but it's not as bad as people say.
Well, here's the thing. I've read that what they do is when they're on the fryer, when they're cooking up the burgers, it's all the little droppings of the burgers that go into the chili.
It's
Now, that could be
actually burgers that break apart.
Yes. There you go.
So it's not that breaks off or whatever. It's when you have fresh beef patties and you go to flip them, they break.
Right.
It's that. Is what goes into that.
Let me say, I worked for a year and a half at my college food service bar. And the things that we did to food should and are illegal. And that's what happens when you leave a establishment like that in the hands of a student manager. Okay. I mean, one of the student managers was a well-known drug dealer on campus. I mean, this is not the guy you want to make responsible for all the food. And we used to sell beer because the drinking age for beer and wine in Virginia at the time was 19.
Nice.
Man. But it was nice because my roommate convinced me to get a job with him there. And it was nice, like when we weren't scheduled to work and we knew the real manager wasn't there, it was just a student manager, we'd go in and make ourselves a big pizza. And we'd load I remember one time, and it wasn't, it was one of those conveyor belt things because we are just a bunch of students. And the dough was already frozen. So all you do is put the sauce and the cheese and whatever toppings, and then you roll it to this conveyor belt oven. So by the time it came out the other end, it was done. Man, one time we mounted this pizza with so much stuff, it almost didn't make it through the conveyor belt. Okay, we'd actually had to pull it back out and flatten it a little bit. But there you go. That would be 1984, 1985, when all that happened. Briskets. Oh, that would be great, but I don't know where I can get it. I could get it at Wawa if they haven't run out.
We'll have to save it for next time, but we'll talk about the state competitions I've signed up for in Western PA and Northern New Jersey, where I'm going to force John to come and help.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
It's a new thing I'm doing, steak cooking competitions. So we'll see what happens.
That sounds delicious.
Man. Yeah, take some video, bro.
Well, you just have to come up. I don't think it's far from where y'all are. So,
if you live in New Jersey, North Jersey is like a different world. We don't appreciate them, and they don't appreciate us. They're wannabe New Yorkers.
Yep, I agree with that. I'm not even from the state.
I think Stevie B. Well, Stevie B's actually in New York. I don't know how many North Jersey North Jersey people we have. Enjoy the rest of March, everybody, and happy April Fool's Day on Friday. You got it, Stevie B. So we are rolling up on top of the hour. I want to thank everybody for joining us. As always, the viewers make make the show, and I love doing this job. It's so much fun. On behalf of myself, and I also want to thank Alec. Week after week, coming on our show and keeping it entertaining. Be sure to check out his channel, AR_comics on YouTube. Great content. I know you're doing a lot of shorts now. Yeah, that's been a new thing. So there's a lot of great content there. And thanks to Amy, and of course, thanks to Kyle.
I want to say goodbye. Sorry, guys, I had to.
No, not a problem. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. All right. So thank you guys, and we will see you Friday. Nick will be here for the original art show from 7 to 8 Eastern. All right, take care. We'll see everybody soon.
See you guys.